Final dungeon? Probably. Hopefully.
I think you should stop killing so many creatures and focus on some of your mental problems. You have inner demons that torture you constantly. There's a time to strike outwards and a time to crush your own skull. Oh, hello there. Done already? I figured you would be a little longer with looting the Lich's lair. Some good stuff in there, I'll bet. So, only Halaster to defeat now, I'm thinking. You seem to have removed any significant interference, but that Halaster down there, he's gone as bad as Undermountain.
Yeah, that Halaster. Do you know anything else about Halaster?
He isn't acting like his old self, that Halaster. At least so I have heard. He was a very powerful and kind man once. You know what I think? I think that Halaster had a number of clones and something has gone wrong with them. Or maybe something has possessed him. Perhaps something that is old and full of magical power. Did you ever notice how a place can almost have a personality? Undermountain, for example, seems to have developed a penchant for madness. Is it the creator or the created that is in control?
What are you saying about Undermountain?
Oh, nothing. I'm just being silly. I mean, a place can't think or make decisions or change itself, right? What a silly thought. I'm so sorry for even bringing it up. Let's not talk of silly things anymore. That would be...
Quick check on do they have anything to trade. Plus 9 gear. I don't see myself gaining much from that. Enemies are hitting us no matter what our armor class really is. Our armor class helps a little, but only a little. Alastair's domain. Mage type characters. Let's try the Broke Bard type. Wizard and Sorcerer was basically enemies spread about all over the place, but not in any larger groups. So easy to navigate and ignore all combat. Much easier than the fighter types. So what about Rogue Bard? Grab magic items to get past things, disarm traps, and we can tank the damage. So I don't think this is a problem for us. I more or less want to an answer to a few questions before we reach the end of the game. I don't like the fighter dungeons. Way too much fighting. Just wave after wave of enemies thrown at you. It's what's the word? It sort of numbs you to the enemies, just relentlessly coming at you. Not only does the fighting take time, the looting takes time, the management takes time, so luckily we're sort of past that phase and I don't want to waste any more time on it. Hopefully the plus 7 gear is good enough. If we get golden opportunities to upgrade gear, that's even better, but they'll have to be pretty exceptional. Main point is we don't really have the recipes to upgrade anything anymore. I might be able to stick some sort of immunity somewhere. I haven't taken a look at certain type of immunities. I might have decent recipes I can add. Still, this seems like a large one. Takes so long. I suppose this is not a good sign. Why do I have to wait multiple minutes just for the game to load the dungeon? I'm not sure what would be a good way to do it. Good way might be to just not do it. Accept the fact that you can only do small scale dungeons might be the best thing. Because the combat isn't really entertaining enough because this was never built to be a game like this, so it can't compete with games like Diablo in any way, not even remotely on the action part, or the convenience part either. At the same time, this is surprisingly a less tactical too. So a turn-based game of some sort would be much more interesting, or hand-built tactical situations. AI will need to be better for one thing. Because currently every fight is a clusterfuck. Yeah, this is 6x6. Ah, god damn it, so it just keeps getting worse. A lot of traps, yeah, but doesn't really matter.
Pleased to see you.
Gold Great Worm named Ken on level 2. Yeah, sure, just I'll talk to him. Doesn't really matter what direction we take at this point. Iron golems, huge iron golems.
The good of all!
How dangerous is it? Oasis were first attack on breath attack, and then it's dead. Yep. Arania, I haven't seen these in a while. I mean, like in a long while, and they were rubbish then too. So on the combat front, difficulty has like plummeted drastically. It's a small area, I'll take a closer look. There's an extra full plate. Plate of ability. Weapon proficiency light on heavy armor. Yup. Thanks, game. Wand of Stonehold. Mithril Golem. Excellent. We might have a few turns before it starts attacking us. It'll hit me with something like 15. It's not that horribly doable. And that's probably the worst of it. You also notice the fact that this is a rogue's dungeon and every one of these are immune to backstabbing. Probably critical hits in general, so the joy of playing as a rogue. I sort of at least tend to forget that the game screws you over no matter what the adventure really is. The only exceptions I think are player-made rogue adventures. They tend to be at least mostly good. Fire giants, what's in this? They seem to be fairly unremarkable. Meal of hero time. Not much of a fight. PC properties, yeah, never touched those. Spell resistance 30. Might be a spell resistance increase of 2 points. Not bothered with it. Pick a direction and go. Secret here. I would imagine that the skill requirement for spotting these secrets on a rogue specialty area or build dungeon would be higher than normal. Because it's a class skill for rogues. And so rogues get a huge amount of skill points. Plot giver crafting. Gnomish Krug. At least these are backstabbable enemies. Universal elemental blah blah blah. Damage immunity acid, cold, electrical and fire. 100% immunity. Well, I think it's 2.6 million. Not exactly cheap. But yeah, we add death magics to something. Damage immunity, damage reduction, damage resistance, level ability drain, paralysis, spell resistance, spell school immunity. Universal +7. There's no reason not to buy a better armor though. Always keep forgetting that. It's literally a +7 armor currently. Shield is the same, so why haven't I bought these? D7. Not bad. Could buy the +9 Warhammer. Basically see what exactly can we add to it. It's not like we don't really have much of a need to do anything here. The ability to do critical hits is the most important one. Without that, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's nothing really that we can do about that. Right. plot giver there, but I really don't care. This is gonna be longer than anything before if I start hunting those. So north. I have to keep our fingers crossed that we find some of the ends to these earlier dungeon levels as quickly as possible. Otherwise the load times will increase to drastic levels. I think I'll be heading east. They have a good spell protection. They have access to epic level spells. That means they do have the capability of doing passive energy damage to me.
The good of all!
It should do something around 100 points of damage, passive energy. I haven't checked do I have any kind of immunities toward that, I mean percentage immunities. Probably not, but you never know.
The good of all!
Oh, that was a mini boss? Sorcerer Hireling. What was I talking about previously? Yeah, some of the immunities. Percentage immunities. They should be addable to something like this. Damage electrical. Damage reduction. Resistance. Cool. No such luck. I still have probably positive energy protecting items in some backup holding.
Here you meet your end!
Probably kill him before he hits me even a single time. And we're getting 350 points of experience per kill. I was supposed to go east, but I guess we can go north, doesn't really matter where we go. And there's nothing here. North and east again. Guess we might as well take a look at both.
The good of all!
Ah, please be a exit. Thank you very much. If there's no entrance to a lower level, I'll come back and go east again. I'm stuck here for some reason. Ah, God damn it. How is this even possible? And nothing of interest. Might as well rest to get the daily uses back on some of the items. Tell me what you've got. Loads of rubbish. And that's it. Don't talk to him, open the door. Plot giver. Anything besides a plot giver? Nope. So north and east. Gracious mummy, you any good? Mummy's any good in general. They're fairly sturdy if nothing else. But this makes the same mistake that it starts by buffing himself to the point where he's irrelevant by the time he's done buffing. He would fight with his fists, so he could have potentially done decent damage. Vampire Cleric. Enchantment bonus plus 7. Another enchantment bonus plus 7. Doesn't work on a weapon. Or I tried it on something. It didn't work on armor. That's what it didn't work on. So it's offensive weapons only.
By the mother's wrath!
A little bit of extra boost to armor class helps here quite a bit. In the end it's only a few points, but it cuts their chances of doing all that much physical damage to me. Demon Flesh Golem. Forgotten Warrior, what the hell is that? Not even targeted. I can't see anything. I mean, it's there obviously, but... that's a harm. Yeah, I think that's our biggest problem now. We need something to counter it. I seem to recall that we have something. We can get rid of this easily, probability drain, and I think there was a 90% negative energy resistance amulet or something like that. Yeah, maybe not an amulet, but certainly something. Immunity to positive energy. They start throwing that around, we're gonna be okay. Negative energy resist 20 points, but 90% immunity in a ring. We'd have to give up something. We have death magic on other items. We might have. I don't actually recall. I can get it, but there's the but. Really, the Amulet of Immunity is the only thing we can get rid of. But that will give me resistance to negative energy only. Actually, I'm not sure if even that's possible. I mean, I must have some sort of a defense so I don't drop to 1 hit point. Now, top fight, that is something I just can't survive. What level spell is harm? Because if we take immunity to that spell level and lower, that should cover harm too. Alternatively, it's a necromancy spell, so we can get immunity to necromancy, it'll cover that spell. So I'm not gonna do this now. I need a merchant to basically get more information on these things. Truly an invisible foe. I need to get to a merchant simply to see what level spell a heal is. It's not extremely high level spell, I know that. But it's not exactly a low level spell either. The current immunities are not gonna cover it. But I can raise it up to level 7 and below, our automatic immunities. So we can get quite high. It's certainly not an 8th or 9th level spell. The thing is, there's a big difference between level 6 immunities and 7 immunities as far as equipment choice is concerned. So if we can get away with just level 6, all the better.
Here you meet your end!
The thing is, I'm not 100% sure that it'll work, because it's not a spell directly cast at me. It's a spell someone casts as themselves and then uses that attack on me. So I'm not sure if it's treated as a necromancy or a certain level spell or what. Or it's just raw negative energy damage. I have no idea. But we need to start from the information of what level spell it even is. And that shouldn't be too demanding. Halberis. Oh, Halberis.
I greet you.
He wants me to eliminate enemies on certain levels. That's not something I'll do. I might do it, but that would be a total coincidence. Wait. The all-important encampment is somewhere. Not south, not north, so it's in the eastern corner somewhere.
The good of all!
We have multiple options against negative energy attack, but we're just going to have to choose and try things out. So this is not a... I don't consider this to be a major problem, but it is something that needs to be addressed somehow. It's too big of a thing. At least an attempt has to be made. Honest to God attempt. Parling. Mystic Anvil. Not useful in the slightest. Probably stole our ass a plot giver at least. Or should we? It's not like I care too much. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of a peek on in all directions. Large area here, and has a puzzle. Path only up or north. There's probably not that much fighting here, so I might as well kill these. The rogue first. The moment I took regeneration back on the item. Ooh, immunity to critical hits. Perfect. That is absolute perfection. We can solve all our problems without any kind of additional items. All of our problems. Even the long loading times. We can ditch basically this ring. And if we ditch the ring, we get 90% immunity to negative energy. Negative energy resist 20 points rather. That is not good enough. Negative energy 90% immunity. That is good enough. Can we do anything else with this? Do we need to do something else? I don't think so. Oh, they've killed. No. Man,
Hi
draw
there.
Dorth. Certain areas. No. Nope. I'm not doing these. You must go into certain areas on these levels jobs. Right, we can take a look at north because it's so close. We will head south if this doesn't have the access point to the lower level. As a puzzle. Wonderful, wonderful puzzle, and that is it. I am somewhat curious to see what's there is. I mean, it's so easy to check here. Oops, Cargo Paragon. There is a plot giver. And we can see the encampment too. Not sure what's there. Well, I'll visit the encampment. I'm missing so much because I'm throwing natural ones. That's the only reason. Multiple ones back to back. Yeah, again natural one. Seems to be pretty much the only value I miss these attacks on. Lees. Goblin named Lees. Sure. Join up. Who are you? Level 30-70 cleric, local neutral or outsider. Okay. If we meet it, we meet it. If we don't, we don't. Universal, elemental, blah blah blah. So, nothing of real importance. Three level ups to go and we're at max level. We need to find our access to a forge and that'll be it. Although rather sooner than later with the forge. I think we should check the north while we're at it. I mean, there's no telling where our goal it ends up being. Better just not think about it too much. There's no point making educated guesses because it's random anyway. Not sure what the cleric was doing there. Died standing up. Well, there's definitely a secret somewhere here. I really wish there was something more to those secrets. We might as well go west from here. There doesn't appear to be anything particularly interesting though. They need to pretty much throw a natural 20 in order to resist that devastating critical. Why are you fighting? I wonder what the sidekick is doing. Casting spells when no one's alive anymore. Bark. Commune with a beholder mage named Prolison. Sure, why not? Don't really have anything to lose by accepting these losers. They live, they live. If they die, they die. Oh, this is not good.
Here you meet your end!
Okay, I need to get out of here, otherwise we're all... Well, you're gonna die, I'm not gonna die. But I need to get rid of the warriors quickly. They're just as deadly as the mithril golems, except I can actually get rid of them. Probably not this time. Yeah, the mithril golem is gonna kill these two. Well, not much I can do about it. Weapon ineffective. Damage reduction absorbs 43 damage, 1420 points remaining. I don't recall the details of that spell. It's the best shielding spell in the game. You can only have one of it. Use as a feat once per day. Okay. At least there's the item upgrade rig here, so that's positive, I guess. Which also means we do have to make the item upgrade now. Not sure why would I want. I don't want to put it in a ring, because we are sort of in a position now where we can switch rings around fairly easily, and I want to keep it that way. Shield of the Order, 0.8 million. Acid immunity, electrical immunity, fire immunity, negative energy immunity, saving throws universal, only usable by Paladin. Regeneration +1. I'm thinking of taking a Paladin level. Because we get the elemental immunities, we get regeneration and negative energy 100% immunity. Armor class doesn't mean all that much anymore. We would lose a couple points, yes, but I could get the immunities I want on a shield. 100%. To be fair, 90% is about as good, so it's not that big of a deal. Still, amazing shield. Wand ball lightning. Saving throws will +13. Okay, this is irrelevant though. What do we want to enchant? That's the real question. The critical hit immunity ring is no longer relevant, but something that we don't want to give up has to have it. 1, 2. Yeah, I think the boots, because knockdown immunity is something we must have. It's against beholders, otherwise you can't. Key to dealing with beholders is speed, so if they can knock you down with a huge barrage of shots, it doesn't work. You might as well get petrified at that point. End result is close to the same. Critical hit immunity. Excellent. I think we were in a position to easily switch the amulet away to put the level ability drain on something else. So this would basically give a little bit of armor class bonus after that. We have death magic immunity here. But there's a chance we might get death magic immunity on a recipe. So maybe put it on something else. This is a must-have for us. We might as well start upgrading it further. Not like we're giving it up. What did I want? I'll also add saving throws to this. +7 universal. 35, 40, 33, so no weaknesses. Hopefully saving times are reasonable. They are, thank you. Okay, where to now? We need the ring. It would still do around 30 points of damage to us, the full harm spell. And this is a dead end. So south, south, further south. Tuned. Harpy. Aberrelvis. Sure. I'll go talk to you, Aberrelvis. Aberrelvis. Cargo Paragon. I was wondering, was that the Harpy already there? Quite so lucky. Right, it's further south.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you. The good of all!
What is that? Great blue great worm. Well, that wasn't so great. Ooh, 70 points of damage. That's blunt damage right there. And he has 49 point plus to his attack rolls. So this is the first proper physical attack enemy I've seen in a long time, and he's annihilating me. That's about 40 points of damage with a hit, 60 to 40 points of damage. So yeah. I think we should replace the amulet with anything that blocks blunt damage. We've had this issue for a while and we've kept an eye on it, but not actually done anything to it. Piercing has never been a real problem. 20 point reduction in bludgeoning damage. It's not amazing, but it should ease things quite a bit. Make things manageable at least. Still does a lot of damage per hit. That is something you can tank. Those same hits without the damage reduction would have been almost lethal.
To the fight!
So serious business.
Onward!
plot giver.
By the mother's wrath! Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Enchanted servant.
Here you meet your end!
We... No, I was thinking we could maybe take the armor, because we have enchantment recipes, but no, we don't. Or rather, yes we do, but we don't have armor increase recipes, which we would need.
Here you meet your
We need to go east. No, don't open those. It's minimum looting and go.
Here you meet your end!
Nothing particularly interesting here. An easy place to navigate to all these areas, so I'll look west, east, and move on.
By the mother's wrath!
Damage bonus versus gnomes +8. I'd like to say that's not good, but we are encountering gnomes constantly. So it'll be occasionally somewhat useful. Not good by any stretch of the imagination though. Just less bad than it might appear. Darn. Ah no, he wants me to kill some spiders. Don't care. I'd like to at least get to the second level this time. One way or another. Crap. The biggest annoyance from this is that the save and load times will grow so large that we have to go to every area before we can get to onto the second level. Right, so east.
Here you meet your end!
Wait a minute. There should be an access point to the east. Keywords black tentacles, I've seen this somewhere. Didn't exactly expect it from a lich. I mean, it's a fine spell, but it's not that good. Near Demi-Lich you should be able to cast something better. Large area. Nothing particularly interesting, so I guess we'll head south.
The good of all!
No, next.
The good. Yeah! Yeah! Ha!
Wizard Hireling, Greater Mummy, Monster Cellar. Nothing of all that interesting here. Suspicious amount of empty space on the other side, though.
Here you meet your end! Yeah! By the Mother's Wrath! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah!
Well, kills and we're gonna get a level up again. We could consider taking the Paladin level. Or, if nothing else, to see if the Holy Avenger starts doing more divine damage. I mean, we have really nothing to gain as far as taking levels in Fighter or Weapon Master is concerned. We could also gain a lot of additional abilities. paladins
Hold this
have
place.
ties
Let
to
nothing uproot
charisma,
you.
which doesn't really help us, but they have certain immunities to saving throw bonuses, which don't really help us. But I'd like to at least test the Holy Avenger thing. Does it start doing more damage? It certainly isn't doing the extra damage against evil creatures at all. At the same time, I technically don't know if the Holy Avenger enchantment is the same as the sort of spell with a similar name. It does have the dispel effect like the spell has, so it's a possibility, but I would be curious to know why the extra divine damage doesn't apply if it still maintains the disabling effect. That doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, either it's one or both. None or both. It makes no sense that some of the benefits would work and others wouldn't. I guess we can say before that, but it's been sort of puzzling me for a while. Just forgot about it at some point because it doesn't really matter in a way. We actually had good reasons to level up in a certain way. I think we still do. I mean, if it doesn't change anything, the paladin level up would basically just hinder us. We're getting more feats as a fighter. And I think once you start taking too many classes, you start seeing penalties. So unless you have a reason to add those classes, better not add them. Armor class bonus +6. Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. It's the amulet. We can add an armor class bonus to it. Sure, I want it to be the amulet though. Could be something else. Yeah, it's the amulet because we want a natural armor bonus. I mean, might get better. Yeah, sure. But chances of that happening are fairly slim. Mm-hmm. 59 armor class. More importantly, there should be other enemies still here. Here's what we'll do. We'll save here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. It shouldn't at this stage. Alright, and we're going to kill... No, we're going to take the paladin level now. We're going to find a target where we can... can I be a paladin at space? Yes. And see if it makes any kind of a difference anywhere. None of this matters. Just, I'm gonna load anyway. Just divine grace, divine health, lay on hands. Right. Now I need to attack something and do some divine damage. It might not apply to any of these reasonably. I need something that's evil, clearly evil. Gargoyles can just constructs. Medusas, I don't know if they would be evil. I need an undead creature, maybe of some sort. Beholder, maybe. Valar, hello Valar. Skeleton Commander. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll talk to your Skeleton Commander. Consort. Drow female. Drows would be evil.
Meet your end.
Yeah, it's I don't think there's any kind of difference. So the spell works differently than the weapon enchantment. It still offers the disabling effect though. Which is, well, I wouldn't say it's the more important one, but it is a useful one too. So I don't regret enchanting the weapon with it. This is another combat feat, so there's a limit to what we can take. I think we should just keep taking hit points. It helps quite a bit. I mean, we have a lot of percentage-based resistances and or limited protections, so we do need the hit point buffer. Now, if we get now hit by a harm spell, we'll still take 38 points of damage. But we can tank a lot of those type of attacks at this point. Actually, I don't know what we're gonna take. Also, this is a dead end, so we have to go north. Northwest south.
By the mother's wrath!
Divine damage trap. Saving throw failure. We needed to get 13. The traps are high difficulty with the roll. Very high. Governance. Yeah, less than epic battle there. Vampiric regeneration plus 8. I wonder if it's... No. I was wondering if it would stack, but it doesn't. It will... the stronger enchantment will replace the weaker. I mean, plus 4 has been great. Doubling that? Although, basically if I could get Keen at this point, I could easily get a better weapon. Because I have better spell resistance, better vampiric generation, a Holy Avenger, just like in the Keen. Considering how important the critical hits are though, so it's a thing I can't really go without. Instant death against the most enemies. No access to lower level. West. Yep. Why didn't the epic spell Mage Armor, Epic Mage Armor work? Or it crumbled immediately? Is it because of the Holy Avenger? The amount of absorption it can do is ridiculous. Luckily they have no chance of succeeding in the devastating critical saving throw. They can achieve 37 at maximum, difficulty class is 44.
Here you. Ha! Ha!
Please, please, please have the stairway down.
Here you meet your end!
Further west. I'm just gonna run through this area. And I forgot to check the what level spell heal. I mean, her heal hurt is heal harm is. We might still. It would increase the value of the higher level immunities towards spells. Apparently, I don't care too much because there's not much there. If we protect immunity towards harm, then it has some significant value.
Here you meet your end! By the Mother's wrath!
Passing through. Don't mind me.
By the Mother's wrath!
Nothing interesting. We have to go north.
The good of all!
Could I now get the down access to lower levels, please? Running out of space again. Probably should check this area first. So east. Yeah, someone thinks I'm still gonna do puzzles. Full birth.
Please.
Certain areas in 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh god, no. I can just keep everything, I'm taking it. No second thoughts. Plot giver. Right. We need to check east and north. Now we're searching for a large mirror somewhere. What do we have? Nothing, not a goddamn thing. North. Please, please, please have access to the lower levels. And there it is. Oh, thank God. Better kill these, otherwise they might go at the park. Especially since I broke the door, so I can't exactly just shield anymore. Perfect. There's down.
Here you
we'll probably have to kill all of these. No, definitely have to kill all of these. Only 3 more levels to go, and we'll have to just hope that we are not gonna have to waste this much time reaching those. Although, we do have to hunt the extra item too, the soul. The Lich King's soul is on a level below this one. Hotgiver, area exit, area exit. So what does... no, don't use it there. What does this level look like? It is a... sure, it's a little bit smaller than the previous one. Maybe? Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Where's the corner? So... let's fingers crossed and hope that we'll choose the correct path. I'll secure the access to the next level, and I do need to rest, just so I can get back the disarm trap abilities. At least we don't have to hunt down the soul here. I'm still a bit confused, how the hell am I supposed to deliver the soul this time? Am I supposed to go back, walk back? I mean, it wouldn't take that long because we know exactly where to go, but still. And there's almost no one here. Laurel. Hello, Laurel. Operate a pedestal on level 2. It is a very specific pedestal. 17,000 gold. Sure, I'll operate your whatever if I see it.